tadpoles. Some people call them pollywogs. Using my own thumbprint. It's fun. All you need is a sheet of paper, paint, and your thumb. Did you know that a tadpole is the second stage of a frog's development? The first stage is the egg.
Come with me, we'll make history when Pat tracks the animal world. See turkeys and snakes, fish and squirrels when Pat tracks the animal world. We'll draw the animals from Tennessee when Pat tracks the animal world. Pat tracks the animal world.
Come on and follow me and let's look for the next stage of a frog's development, a tiny froglet. It takes about 12 weeks for a little tadpole to turn into a frog. After about 6 to 9 weeks, tadpoles will go through a huge change called a metamorphosis. A little tiny legs will start to sprout, the head becomes more extinct and the body elongates, lungs will develop and they can breathe air, and the skin will grow over the tiny gills. Arms will begin to bulge and they will eventually pop out elbow first. And then after about 9 weeks, the tadpole looks more like a teeny tiny frog. You should be able to find some frogs out in this grassy area. The pond's not too far away, and the little frogs should be in froglet stages, and they should be fanned out in this nice grassy area looking for their own little habitat. Got one. He's so cute. He's so tiny. He's just about as big as my thumb. I see you. You're so cute. It's hard to imagine that this teeny tiny little frog will grow to be about the size of my fist. Frogs have special skin. They shed their skin regularly to keep it healthy. Some frogs shed their skin weekly, and others as often as every day. This looks pretty yucky. They start to twist and turn and act as though they have the hiccups, and they do this to stretch themselves out of their old skin. Finally, the frog pulls the skin up over its head like a sweater, and then the frog eats it. Oh, that's yucky. Let's draw this little tiny frog and get to know him better. Whenever you start to draw a subject, it's a lot easier if you break it down into geometric shapes, taking away all the difficult details and adding them back later in the drawing. The frog's head is a geometric oval. And his body is a little bit bigger, but it's an oval also. Frogs are little stout looking. They have very stout looking bodies to them, kind of short. So now we have the head, and now we have the body. Their eyes are circled, so we're going to put his eye. They have bulging eyes, big, beautiful bulging eyes. There's his eye on the other side. And his nostril. And his mouth. Alright, we're going to connect these geometric shapes with some lines. Okay, now we're going to create his 4 arms or 4 limbs, and we're going to do this by creating ovals. This is his shoulder, just like you and I have a shoulder. And his forearm. And frogs have finger and toes just like we do. They have 4 fingers on their forearm or foreleg, and they have 5 toes on their hind leg. We're going to make his toes. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to make his strong hind leg. These little guys can jump 20 times their length. That'd be like you or I jumping 100 feet at one time. And they have 5 toes on their hind foot. Now we're going to draw his part of his hind leg on the other side of his body. Okay, now it's time to go back and take out some of these lines so that the frog will look more like a frog. We're going to take these lines back out. Now we're going to add a little more details. Remember I said we had to take out all the details in order to draw anything that you put your mind to draw. And later on we go back and put our details in. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to add a little value. A little detail around the eye. Go connect these two a little bit more. His shoulder to his arm. And there we have our little frog. And always remember to walk softly in the wild because you're walking across someone's home.
Come with me, we'll make history.
See you next time.